And the idea of this is that this can clip onto your laptop. It's not as expensive as it was as well, but this is the DoomiFan monitor, so thanks very much to them. Now, DoomiFan approached me and they offered to send me out their S6 model. The S6 model is exactly like the S6 that I reviewed from Viala, I think they were called, which was one of these triple monitors. And I said, no, don't send me that because it looks exactly the same. And of course, they are the same. They must be coming out of the exact same factory. It's just literally the only difference in this packaging. Yeah. And notice that there's no DoomiFan branding on the inside here. The only difference is the outside of the box. So they wanted to send me their S6, and I can go to the website or go to Amazon because you won't find an actual website for DoomiFan, of course. So this is the DoomiFan S8, and it's this one. And you'll notice it's almost exactly the same as the other listings above it, which are from different companies ostensibly. So this is DoomiFan, this is this one. 1080p, IPS display, plug and play via USB-C, all the stuff. And it's going to be the exact same thing as, you know, if Viala have a S8, it's going to be the same thing as them. And they wanted to send me the S6, and the S6 from Viala is exactly the same product as the DoomiFan S6. I mean, even the only difference in this image is that rather than saying DoomiFan, it's going to say Viala there. The rest of it is like identical. And I don't really get it. I don't really understand this sort of business model, but there we are. It is what it is. And I said, don't send me that one because I've already reviewed that one. And I have to be honest, I can't really recommend it. They said, okay, well, we're going to release this one soon. We're going to release the S8, which is going to be like the thinnest portable monitor that you can possibly get. And so I said, well, okay, if that's something different, then I'm happy to review a different product. So here it is. And it is, yeah, I can tell you it is quite thin and light, but it is only one side. Okay, it is only a single monitor. Comes in this case, by the way, which actually, you know, one thing I've been traveling with is something that to actually sit the laptop on and use as a little mouse mat. And actually that would work just fine, I'm pretty sure. I can find my mouse. Maybe it doesn't, gosh. No, it isn't. The mouse is not responding at all to that, which is very weird. So no, would have been useful to have been able to use it as a mouse mat, but no, it's just this nice thin little carry case, fine. And here it is. It is very thin, they weren't joking, but it's got identical connectors to the S6 variety. It's got a built-in stand, it seems, this time, rather than a stand-up one. And the idea of this is that this can clip onto your laptop as well. But you see, I just don't think that there's much in this form factor. I don't really think this form factor is something that I would recommend because, let's have just a little think about it now. Okay, well, sure, if you've the right size of laptop, then it can clip into here, it's okay. All right, but let's get my laptop over and just see how easy that is to clip to it. You see, oh, that's not easy, that's not very secure at all. It's on, but it hasn't clipped to like the front. It's just sort of gripping onto the side of it. I don't know if there's any other way to adjust those. No, they look, that's what you see is what you get there. But fine, it's on. But I still have this issue that it's kind of, you know, a bit lopsided. It's a little static there as well. It's just not, it just doesn't feel like it's going to do the job. And then you've got this really kind of janky setup. Okay, I've got a reach around the back here. It's just not like convenient, is it? It's not. DisplayPort, there you go, type C with DisplayPort. And it hasn't come on, hasn't recognized the screen. Just think, no matter how thin and light this extra thing to carry is, I don't think it's going to be something that I'm going to recommend carrying now above like these display glasses. And when I was traveling this year, I've been really enjoying traveling with the display glasses. And what's nice about those is they're just so utterly tiny, but they give you a massive workspace and you aren't extending what is already not a perfect situation. It's not a perfect situation to sit and work on a laptop like this. It really isn't. And I'm not a fan of that. You get a creak in your neck. And I found that even sitting on the airplane, I was really enjoying having the display glasses on and sitting in a more upright posture, looking straight ahead and just actually not having the laptop screen on at all. And I think I'd recommend that more. You can see I'm just getting nowhere so far with this. I mean, maybe I haven't got this one in the right place. There we are. We've got power, got signal, fine. And I mean, just to add what's really quite a small extra monitor on there, I don't think I'm buying this as a real alternative to, I don't think I'm buying this as a traveling, a portable sort of desktop situation. I don't think this is perfect. It's not as expensive as it was. What do you think? Anyone else in chat? Is this something that you would get? I also think you'll end up scratching your computer doing that all the time. Have you used one of these before? I think I have incidentally scratched the computer, although they could easily have been there before. Yeah, I was wondering if it were bigger, but I mean, there's a 16-inch portable monitor coming that I'm going to have a look at. One thing I do like about the S6 version that I've got is that you don't have to clip them you don't have to clip this to the computer either. But, oh yeah, and look, I was wondering about that. Always make sure the small flap closes properly before storing the screen. No? Yeah, so as I say, one thing I liked about the S6 was that you could actually just use the two monitors as, external monitors, not necessarily clipped to the computer. Whereas this, I don't think, because it's a single monitor, there isn't really any kind of way to have it in a comfortable or useful position other than on the side of your laptop. So I actually think this is a lot less versatile than I was expecting it to be. One kind of saving grace I was looking at was like, it's an extra monitor that you can put in an interesting position, but because it's like on its side, and so if it's not clipped to the laptop, it's gonna keep tipping over like that. You've got all this extra wasted stuff, like wasted space. I mean, that's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? They're saying, make sure it's clipped in, but it doesn't clip in. I could be missing something there. Yeah. So, I mean, yes, it is very thin and light. Yes, it is a 1080p screen. Yes, they're perfectly acceptable, the 1080p screens that are in this one and the S6 as well. Yes, they work. I think with the triple screen ones, really make sure that your computer can handle the extra screen, the third screen. If it can, like mine often can only really do one extra display over USB-C. Yes, I mean, it's all there in terms of detail. I mean, at least they're not expensive anymore, because I remember looking at them like you, short attention span, and thinking, yeah, maybe I'll get one of these. Maybe it's the right thing to get. How much are they now? Yeah, I mean, the dual screen one, you're looking at sort of $100. So it's not stupendous anymore. That's the S6 rather than the S8. Let's have a look at the S8. And yeah, I think you're right as well that you've probably got a fair few 1080p monitors available. And also on that laptop, I've got it right next to a 1440 display. So it looks low resolution compared to that, to go back to 1080p. Yeah. Primarily portable with a Surface-free laptop, which is a very good resolution, yeah. Yeah, good resolution on its own. I mean, have you tried these display glasses yet? Because I am actually quite a big fan. I was surprised at how much of a big fan I am having that big widescreen with me. And as I say, I use it with the GPD, and I don't really look at the GPD screen. I look straight ahead of me, and it's really good. I really like that. Yeah, cool.